Welcome guys. On today's class, I'll be teaching you how to make this flare gown. It's a very easy tutorial as usual. So before we begin, we first of all measure our chest measurement divided. We measure our chest measurement, we now divide it by 4 and now put 2 inches. So when you now put your 2 inches, you can cut it out from your main material, or you can leave it after you finish taking your measurement and all that. You can now cut it out, but for me, I cut it out. And before I cut it out, after cutting it out like that, I measured my back. I took my zipper allowance. After taking one for my zipper allowance for my back, then I now joined them together. That's what you're seeing there, is the front and the back. So after that, you take your shoulder measurement. Her shoulder is 6. I took 3. Then I come down by 2.25. It's just the baby. Like this particular cloth now is giving me some kind of headache because of the way everything is so small. They're like, everything is so small. Then after that, I now took my armhole measurement and now connect it. It's a very simple something. It's a very, like children's clothes is very, very simple. Then after that, I now took my half length measurement, which is the waist measurement. After taking the waist measurement, I now cut it out. Then I measured the baby. Her half length was 5. Then what you are seeing there is more than 5. Then I now, in my shoulder, I put half inch for the stitching of the shoulders, the two shoulder. I put half inch there. Then what you're seeing there is the front and the back. Just pay attention. Then after that, I have to cut out my lining. I use the fabric as my lining too, because I don't have lining, and because the material is actually the cloth is very, very small. So what's the need one? So I have to cut out with the lining too. After cutting the front, and I cut the back one too. After cutting it, I went ahead to join my two neck together. All of them, I joined all their neck. I joined the neck together. I joined the front and the back. The back is 2 because of the zipper allowance, which because of the zipper, so it's cut by 2. Why the front did not have any opening, just the way you are seeing over there. Then it's because I don't have light, and so iron is kind of I didn't iron it. I have to use my hand and be smoothing the whole thing. So after that, I joined the two shoulders together. I went to my machine and gonna stitch it. After joining the shoulder, you notice that this you are not seeing anything. That's the way I joined the shoulder. Then you now flip it. That's how to sew a children's clothes. You now flip it in such a way that when you join the armhole, they will not be seeing it. It's more like you are sewing it inside out. After that, you start bringing the back from the shoulder, like from the shoulder line, you start bringing it back. Just pay attention to what I'm doing right here. You will see what I meant. You gently bring it out, when you finish bringing the other side, you go to the other side of the shoulder and do the same thing. You will now notice that they are not seeing any joining. There is nothing like any joining in the shoulder or in the armhole, anywhere. You are not going to see any joining. Then after that, the both side, you are going to join all the sides together, like the side. You're going to join them together. You join the front side together, you join the back side together. All those openings, you have to join them together. Just pay attention. It's a very easy something. The place that I'm touching right here, that's where you're going to join. Just the way I'm just smoothing it down. I didn't remember to join it, so I could have easily come and show you how the whole thing is being done. The ring light I put, my phone is shaking, so you wanted to follow that. Like that's what I just said. You join all the sides together. There was the one I joined one before. There was the one I joined, but all the other ones I didn't join them. After you must have finished joining everything and press it like iron is so well, then you come back to join your zipper together. After joining your zipper, with your measurement, with the allowance that you use it and shaping the clothes, you use it and shaping it. If it is 2 inches allowance that you got, you measure yourself, you measure with your measurement, you use it and shaping it. After the whole thing, you trim. I trim out the excesses. This is not 5, which I told you, because 5 was looking so little in my eye, so it was not actually 5. I have to start trimming and trimming to some extent so that I can actually cut the half length. So after that, you can now run a stitch. You run a stitch all the way from the down. You run a stitch. I run a stitch so that it will not be loosening up or be shaking when I'm joining my down part. Then I will now place it together just the way you see me place it together the previously. You now place it together and cut and notch the midpoint. This is what I'm doing in my flare. Please guys, I uploaded a video where I cut this flare, so if you don't know how to cut a flare, please check my next video. You'll see where I made concerning how to cut a 360-degree flare, and that is 360 that you are seeing over there. Then the same thing you did the same thing that you did in your top length, in your half length, that's your half body, is the same thing you're going to do in the down part of it. You join them together and then find the midpoint, notch it, then join it to your half bodies, and you have your gown. Put your zipper and it's done. That's it guys. Thank you for watching.